Hey Scorpios, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your Llamas through Maven seasonal reading here. So, really interesting. In your meditation, I heard the song Magic Position by Patrick Wolf, who I'm obsessed with. Every time I feel like he's a Cancer, but he's very Scorpio energy in my opinion. I saw a nightscape, and I saw actually a schoolroom chalkboard, but in the middle of the forest at night. And I saw that what was on the chalkboard was only illuminated under the light of the moon. It was like glow in the dark chalk. And it was like a map, a glow in the dark, like electric colored neon map. And I saw you as the Scorpio collective looking at it and then forging off ahead into the forest. And I saw you, like, it was amazing actually. Like you knew when to step on a stone because there was a river that was going to make your feet wet. You knew when to dart off to the other direction to avoid a low-lying branch. You were able to move with this perfect night vision through this forest. And then I saw you, like, you were gaining momentum. And then I saw you come across this convertible car. You jumped in and you started just zooming. This road formed under this like moonlit sky. You're driving down the road out of this forest, and I see the wind whipping in your hair, and it like whips through and turns your hair like completely white. And but it was like amazing. It was like a very positive transformational moment. And it felt like you were living this, like, what can I say? Like this magical, witchy, sorcerer, in your own magic, going your own way moment where it was transforming you into someone, this aspect of yourself that was just so powerful, but so uniquely you that no one else could even come close to it or even interpret it. Like, this is only for you. And I saw you driving in this convertible, and I saw the words, the path may not always have been linear, but it's perfect. It may not have always been linear, but it's always been perfect. It's this feeling of you going to the left, to the right, but in doing so, you've actually been heading in the exact right direction. I'm hearing a call for you not to think too practically during this time. Don't think too practically. Think magically, think dream-wise, think you as a Scorpio. Just look at it this way. You as a Scorpio, if you have incarnated as a Scorpio in this lifetime, you have an inherent sense of what is right for you and what to do next in a way that nobody else can touch. Nobody else can touch. Because you are connected to the darkness. You are connected to the collective shadow. You are here to heal the collective shadow. If you have come in as a Scorpio in this lifetime, in my opinion. And that part of that is there's a discomfort in holding up the darkness and illuminating it for other people to look at. But part of that is doing that for yourself first. And I feel like there's such a victory around having done that, where you've not only illuminated your inner shadows, it's illuminated your path forward. And maybe not everybody around you understands what you're doing or where you're going. But if you can see the forest through the trees in your glow in the dark outline moving forward, your glow in the dark map that only you can see as a Scorpio, that is all that matters. It's like I'm hearing Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac. That's what this feels like. And it feels very liberating. It felt like I was watching a scene in a movie. Or it's like the magical witch is like, woo, I'm doing it anyway, and just like freedom. Just feels incredibly powerful. So your animal for this time period is the dragonfly, which is so perfect. So it is air energy. We've also got the symbol of water here as well. So I feel like there's an aspect of this that speaks, because I saw your wind like flow, or your hair like whipping in the wind. There is like a marriage of water and air here for you that feels incredibly powerful. Now, dragonfly energy equates to that of the Ace of Swords in the Tarot, which represents writers, right? Anyone who uses their voice or communication in their line of work or as a major part of their lives, as a platform who helps heal others. This is also an aspect of, writing down your dreams, journaling, using your pen to really illuminate hidden pathways and hidden knowledge. But this also represents, like I said, dream time. And I feel like this is really what's coming through here. Is there's something about dream time and harnessing the magic of your dream time in your waking life, right? I feel like that's quite literal, like in terms of like your nighttime dreams, but also your personal dreamscape, right? Have you been playing it small, dumbing it down, or thinking overly practically about something? Because that's not what you're meant to do as a Scorpio, right? You have the magical elixir. You are in the magical position. So you are coming through as the Empress, which is just hello. But the beautiful moon here, the Empress is the, creative manifester. She brings, things to life. She births new conditions. She is the mother. She is the divine feminine. She's all about what seeds are you sowing and nurturing so that they can be born into the world, right? Birthing a new reality with and through you. So this is really stunning and very powerful energy to be coming through for you. Like this is you during this time period. The number 3, it's like the creative trifecta. It's really, really beautiful. But I also feel like that image of you driving, like going through the forest, your own pathway, like other people that would have been going through that forest with you, like would have fallen, would have gotten their knees scraped up, would have gotten their feet wet in the river that you couldn't see. They would have, like, seriously, like you were the only one who could read the map. You're the only one that can read your own map. So why would you take anybody's advice or thoughts about where you're going or how you're going to get there? Why would you even consider it? You're the only one who can read the map. And that's what I feel like this is for you. My God, it's like the manifestation is on another level for you during this time period. I'm absolutely here for it. So in your place of challenges, we have Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is fascinating. It's earth energy, right? But I feel like this is a lot of times this is such a medicinal advice to have and an energy to take, right? Where it's like, yeah, the more you're grateful for what you already have, the more you'll manifest to be grateful for, taking your time to where you're going, slowing down. But this is in your place of challenge. I feel like this is not what you're being called to do right now. And if you are doing this with and for yourself, if you have a moon placement that's an earth energy, this could be for you in particular. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus moons. But especially if you're surrounded by people that are going, hey, well, can you explain your method here? Hey, can you talk about like how that's going to work realistically? I feel like there is something that you're tapping into during this time that could really dampen that magic and where you're going. This is like a genius energy that you're tapping into right now, that you know exactly where you're going and how to get there. If you just stay connected, you look at your map under the light of your own moon. That's it. Do not expose yourself to people that are going to ask you to explain or overanalyze your choices or what you see ahead for yourself. That could be killer. That could be weed killer to your personal forest. Okay. Advice is Queen of Cups, which is so on the nose, so stunning. This is about being connected to your intuition and following your feelings. This is your advice. Water, not earth. Water, not earth. Right? And look how like Swan is like extending its wing. Like, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I feel like this is like an earth sign in your life or the earth sign within you. Like if you're a moon sign or whatever it is, or certain aspects of you, right? Because we all have aspects of all elements within us, right? It's like, don't worry about it. I got this. See how like the deer in the doe in the light of day and like the swans at nighttime. It's like, don't worry about it. I got this. I can move through the darkness. Look at the stars that are like the different like glow in the dark. That's what this is. Follow your feelings. Like that's not always the advice, y'all. It's really not. But for this, I'm telling you, if you feel something, but you don't know exactly how it's going to take shape, you follow divine inspiration, follow your feelings. If you're like, even in small ways, I feel like I should go to this coffee shop today instead of this coffee shop. It's these little sliding doors moments, these little choices that we make that can really align us in ways that we just can only fully appreciate when looking back. Right? So it's follow the feelings in big ways as well, right? I'm going to put myself up for this opportunity. I can't imagine, how that would come to pass or if I'd even be, eligible for it or whatever, but follow those feelings. Follow those feelings. I don't feel like we should, go on vacation during that week. I feel like we should do this instead. It's really, really being open to what those are. And as a Scorpio, if you're in an Empress manifestational energy, I'm telling you, it's all the more important to stay in that sort of truth, really get clear on that knowledge and follow it, believe in it, believe in yourself. You are the only one who can see your map at this time, and it's just for you. People in your environment not always understand it, but they don't have to. Father of Wands, King of Wands is your victory. Now, this is so stunning, so brilliant, because King of Wands, when it comes as a victory, that's when you know exactly what to say yes to, you know what to say no to, you are a master of timing. So this is your victory saying, hi, guess what? You're a master of timing. You've got everything in accordance with where you're meant to be. Remember, the wands rule the realm of the actions that we do or don't take around our soul purpose. This is our inner fire, right? And our relationship to our purpose. How well are we living our purpose, right? If at all. The fact that this is coming out in your place of victory is saying that you are aligned with your purpose and you're feeling incredibly confident in your choices and your options ahead, which is absolutely freaking stunning. You know, that cobra, when it bites, it doesn't always give poison, right? It knows when to bite with poison and when to withhold it. It really is about master of timing, picking your moments. This is about being at the right place at the right time. Being at the right place at the right time. What this feels like. Very, very much so. So your outcome, 6 of air. So this is 6 of swords, which I love because 6 of Swords is a personal favorite of the sword suited. It does, you know, talk about the mind and choices and communication, but this is about transitions, happy transitions, transitions that lead to inner peace or an inner peace that inspires a transition, right? So this is really beautiful. I love how she's holding up this lantern to walk through this, like, you know, shadowy mist here. And the long hair, it feels really beautiful. And I think she's riding a crow here. So, you know, I feel like you're going to be inspired to make a move. It could be a physical move, like moving home or moving state or country or something about that, moving into another line of work or shifting something significant within your physical circumstances. It's going to come as a source of inspiration that might surprise you, might be a big one, but I feel like it's important. You might even be putting something out into the world that is going to change your circumstances, whether that's, you know, a book, a project, a proposal, whatever that is. If there's something coming out, it just feels like, or you're going to speak out on something that just feels like you're going to put something out there that's just going to shift things for the better for you. And it feels like if there's been a metaphorical, like fishbone caught in your throat around something you needed to say, or something you always wanted to do, or some part of you needed to expose to the light of day, whatever this is for you, or a chance that you wanted to take, it feels like that's what's coming to call, like, during this time period. You're going to have the opportunity, the inspiration, be at the right place at the right time to actually move on whatever this is, experience that transition, and get that fishbone dislodged. I know that sounds funny, but that's what's coming through. It's really, really beautiful. So for your oracles, we have a Lammas oracle here, and you have fruit jam one. Oh, number 3, just like the Empress. Love it. If you nurture it, it will flourish. The grass is greener where you water it. Hello. If you nurture it, it will flourish. The grass is greener where you water it. I love that. It's like, you know, what you give your attention, what you give your time to, what you give your focus to, that's your reality is going to be, right? I don't know what animal that is flying in the distance, but it looks like a gazelle to me, which gives me 9 of Pentacles energy. Just like the work that you do, your personal genius, your entrepreneurial self, what you're putting out there in the world, your personal legacy, and starling energy as well. It really, really feels like, is there something that you wanted to do as a child, or something that serves your inner child? There's something around that it could just be the key that unlocks the path to your biggest and best experience yet, either relationship wise or work wise or like soul purpose wise. I even see someone like creating something like that really shifts their life and becomes their new line of work, a product or something they're making in the kitchen, or something to do with like an opportunity. It feels related somehow, but you have an opportunity here where your situation could change quite a bit if you follow divine inspiration, which will allow you to be in the right place at the right time. Again, only you can read the map, right? Now, this is fascinating. Mabon, witches gathering. And I saw that. I was wanting to say the word witch a lot in the meditation, right? Number 6, like 6 of air. Nice. Repeating numbers, 3s and 6s. Gather in power, come together in grace. Unity is rising and all will be embraced. Woo! I love it. Do you see her with the white hair? That's what I saw in the meditation, you guys. Like, going white, doing you. Just beautiful, like star-kissed. Gather in power, come together in grace. Unity is rising and all will be embraced. I feel like this is, an aspect of you finding exactly where you're meant to be and really finding like-minded people. But remember when I said right place, right time? Remember when I said that there's an aspect of that where you're the only one who can read the map and find your way like ahead? I feel like you're going somewhere that you've been waiting to get to your entire lifetime. This could be meeting a group of people, getting into a project at work that just is like, oh my God, I feel like I've been my whole life to do this. This could be finding your community where you live and soul family, chosen family. This really feels incredibly powerful. I'm also feeling a little bit Samhain energy, which actually is your birthday season, a Samhain energy time, right? There just feels something very special about that time as well. I feel like you're going to be reaching a peak of this Empress energy around that time during your birthday season. I feel like whatever you're giving birth to, whatever you're manifesting, it just like, I feel my heart is like swollen in a good way. Like it feels like it's so full, it might burst, and it feels incredibly, incredibly positive. But I just feel like you're aligning with people, places, and things that are only going to be able to be revealed to you on the path if you connect with that Ace of Swords within you, if you really do the dream work, right? Which will allow you to really key into that divine inspiration. What steps are you being called to take? What are you being called to do on a day-to-day basis? What is your attention getting drawn towards? There's something incredibly important in that. I feel like there are these magical colored M&Ms that are being put in this forest for you, and they're leading you in a certain direction. It feels incredibly important that you follow them and trust them. You don't need to know where they're going to lead. I feel like it's going to lead to a table that you just feel like, I feel like was always meant to get to this place. And I don't know if there is a better feeling, honestly, a feeling like you're exactly where you're meant to be. And that level of fulfillment is just so complete because your inside matches your external circumstances, right? When that reflection point is happening for you and your internal world is reflected by your external circumstances, that, my dears, that is alignment. And that's what this feels like for you. So do the dream work in more ways than one. And dreams work, right? Really, really beautiful, Scorpio. I'm very excited for you. So I hope this helps and resonates. Please let me know in the comments. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. Please hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with that being said, I'm wishing you all just such a happy Lammas and Mabon season. This is really a time where we are planting those seeds and reaping the harvest. And this is the season of gratitude, right? That's what Lammas is all about, showing gratitude for everything that is, that everything that could be, for everything that's been, and then going into Mabon where we reach that time of balance, even if you're in the other side of the world in the southern hemisphere. From me, what I'm talking about, you're going into the spring equinox, and again, that is also a time of balance and equilibrium. So as you move through this time frame, really think about the ways in which you deserve to serve yourself, and by doing so will serve your greater community and your soul's purpose. It's really, really beautiful, Scorpio. So that being said, again, thank you so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, my beautiful Scorpios, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.